What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. If you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to subscribe or give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you would like to support this channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is hit that join button to receive your exclusive benefits. Now, we got 10 countries that can't function without India powerhouse influence. Very excited to dive into this and see what 10 countries we got on the list.
In today's interconnected world, we often focus on the superpowers, the United States, China, and the European Union.
Facts.
But what if I told you there's another global powerhouse that the world simply cannot survive without? It's the world's largest democracy, home to over 1.4 billion people, and is a driving force in industries ranging from technology to pharmaceuticals.
Facts.
Yes, we're talking about India. India is far more than just the land of Bollywood, yoga, and spicy curries. Over the last few decades, this South Asian nation has become the backbone of numerous industries across the globe. From technological advancements to being the pharmacy of the world, India plays a role so significant that several countries would face a crisis without it.
Dang.
In this video, we'll dive into 10 countries that simply cannot survive without India.
Let's see.
You might be surprised to find just how essential India is to the global economy, and how its absence would ripple across nations. 1. The United States.
No, the United States couldn't function? Really? I can't wait for him to explain this one.
The United States, one of the world's most powerful nations, is heavily reliant on India in ways that often go unnoticed.
Oh.
First and foremost is the technology sector. India's massive pool of IT talent is the backbone of America's tech giants, such as Microsoft, Google, and Facebook.
That's facts.
Over the years, Indian software engineers have become indispensable to Silicon Valley, helping to drive innovation and manage critical tech infrastructure. Additionally, a significant portion of the U.S. pharmaceutical industry depends on generic drugs manufactured in India. India is often called the pharmacy of the world for a reason. It supplies over 40% of generic drugs consumed in the U.S., and without India, drug prices would skyrocket, leading to a healthcare crisis.
They already skyrocketed over here, you feel me? They're already super ridiculously expensive. But these are generic drugs, so I mean, we talking about like over-the-counter type drugs, or y'all talking me? I didn't know we depended on India to manufacture so much drugs, generic drugs for the U.S. But they're completely right about that. I mean, India being the backbone of these tech giants here in the U.S., and then India being absolutely critical to Silicon Valley. Like, bro, Indians going crazy over here in the U.S., and we do need them for sure.
Moreover, India has become one of the largest providers of outsourcing services.
Oh,
many American companies rely on Indian firms for customer service, back-office operations, and even R&D.
That's facts.
If India were to disappear, the U.S. tech and healthcare industries would experience major disruptions. 2. The United Kingdom.
That's crazy.
The United Kingdom and India share a deep historical connection, but today, their relationship is largely economic. The UK relies heavily on India for pharmaceuticals, with Indian firms being major suppliers of generic medicines.
Okay.
In fact, the UK's National Health Service, NHS, would struggle to operate without the affordable, life-saving drugs imported from India.
Wow.
Moreover, the UK benefits from India's vibrant tech sector, with many Indian IT companies having significant operations in the UK. These firms provide services that range from IT consulting to software development, helping British businesses maintain their global competitiveness.
Feel that.
Additionally, Indian students contribute significantly to the UK's higher education sector. British universities attract thousands of Indian students every year, and their tuition fees help sustain the UK's education system. Without India, the UK's healthcare, tech, and education sectors would face severe disruptions. 3.
Bro, you just didn't know this stuff, bro. Like, you just never would. That's crazy. India. Okay, so I didn't know India was the pharmacy. India was the pharmacy of the world. That's new to me. That's pretty dope. That's very significant. All these countries rely on India to manufacture these drugs at cost affordable prices. Or it'd be healthcare disruptions in these major countries. It'd be crisis in these major countries. Tech sector, IT sector. Yeah. Dang, customer service. India. Okay.
Germany.
What we got in Germany?
Germany, one of Europe's largest and most industrialized economies, relies on India in multiple ways. First, Germany's automotive industry, which is the backbone of its economy, depends on Indian auto parts and components.
Really?
Many German car makers, including BMW and Volkswagen, source parts from Indian manufacturers. Without these parts, Germany's automotive industry would experience major supply chain disruptions, leading to delays in production and higher costs. Moreover, Germany's pharmaceutical industry is another sector that depends on Indian raw materials and generic drugs. Indian pharmaceutical companies are key suppliers to Germany's healthcare system, ensuring the availability of affordable medicine. Additionally, Germany benefits from India's skilled IT workforce. German companies frequently outsource IT services to Indian firms, leveraging their expertise in software development, data analytics, and cybersecurity. Without India, Germany's tech and automotive sectors would face significant setbacks. 4.
Let's not forget the healthcare sector too will face that setback. So tech, cars, healthcare. Yeah, Germany will face. I didn't know India had so much, like, there was doing so much for so many different countries. Like, I would not have guessed this, bro. But India is, like, genuinely, we need India. The world needs India.
Australia's relationship with India has grown significantly in recent years, particularly in the areas of education, trade, and services. One of the most obvious ways Australia depends on India is through education. Yeah. Thousands of Indian students flock to Australian universities each year, contributing billions of dollars to the country's economy. If Indian students stopped coming to Australia, many universities would struggle to maintain their operations. Really? Australia also relies on India for agricultural imports such as rice, tea, and spices. Indian agricultural products play an important role in Australia's food supply chain, providing a wide variety of staples and delicacies that Australians have grown to love. Furthermore, Australia benefits from India's tech and outsourcing industry.
Of course they do.
Many Australian businesses rely on Indian IT firms for software development, technical support, and digital transformation services. Without India's support, Australia's education, food supply, and tech sectors would suffer greatly. 5.
That food supply definitely hit different. We know India got them spices that'll make you smile, but also bring tears to your eyes because how spicy they are. But so education, tech, food services taking a hit. Australia needs India. God, the West need India. Like no, I've been here countries in the West so far. Like where you thought the West might not need India as much as Asia does, as much as the Indo-Pacific region. Nah, the West needs India.
5. South Africa. South Africa and India have strong economic ties, particularly in sectors such as pharmaceuticals and healthcare. Like many other countries, South Africa relies heavily on Indian pharmaceutical companies for access to affordable generic drugs.
Of course they do.
These medicines are essential in South Africa's fight against diseases like HIV/AIDS and tuberculosis. Without Indian pharmaceuticals, South Africa's healthcare system would face a major crisis. India is also a significant trading partner for South Africa in the mining and textile sectors. Indian companies invest in South Africa's mining industry, extracting valuable resources such as gold and diamonds. In return, South Africa imports textiles and manufactured goods from India, making India an integral part of its economy. Additionally, India's IT services are crucial for South African companies. Many South African firms outsource their IT needs to India, allowing them to stay competitive in the global market.
Bro.
Without India, South Africa would face challenges in healthcare, trade, and technology. 6.
When it comes to technology, India is saving the world is what I'm hearing. When it comes to healthcare, India is saving the world, what I'm hearing. When it comes to IT, India is saving the world. When it comes to customer support, India is saving the world, bro. Like, they're absolutely vital. India is absolutely vital. And I knew they were an incredible country. I didn't know they were this vital to so many different countries, especially to so many countries in the West.
Canada. Canada's dependence on India extends across several key industries. First and foremost is the agriculture sector.
We know they got some issues.
Canada
right now.
imports
India,
a significant
Canada.
amount of Indian lentils and spices, which are staples in Canadian households. Without India's agricultural exports, Canada's food supply chain would be disrupted, leading to higher prices and shortages of essential goods. Moreover, Canada's pharmaceutical industry relies on Indian generic drugs, much like the US and UK. Indian pharmaceutical companies provide Canada with affordable medicine, helping to keep healthcare costs under control. Additionally, Indian immigrants play a crucial role in Canada's economy. Indian professionals contribute to Canada's workforce in fields such as healthcare, IT, and engineering. The Indian diaspora also fuels Canada's tech industry, with many Indian entrepreneurs establishing successful startups in the country. Without India, Canada's food supply, healthcare system, and tech industry would all be significantly affected. 7. Brazil.
Another country, Canada. God dang it, the way India get feeling right now, Canada might not have their support for it very long. Because the way that relationship is kind of turning sour is like, But I think they still trade with each other, and India will still offer services. Anything that's still mutually beneficial to both countries. But sheesh. All right, Brazil. What we got, Brazil?
Brazil, the largest economy in South America, has strong trade relations with India, particularly in the pharmaceuticals, agriculture, and IT sectors. India is a major supplier of generic medicines to Brazil, helping the country provide affordable healthcare to its population. In a nation where inequality is rampant, India's pharmaceuticals make healthcare accessible to millions of Brazilians. India is also an important partner for Brazil's agriculture sector, particularly in the trade of sugar, ethanol, and soybeans. Brazilian farmers and agribusinesses rely on Indian markets for the export of these products. Additionally, Indian agricultural machinery plays a vital role in Brazil's farming industry, helping it maintain productivity. Moreover, India's IT sector has a presence in Brazil, providing software development and consulting services. Without India's pharmaceuticals, agricultural trade, and IT expertise, Brazil would face significant economic challenges.
That's kind of cool, though, that they help in the agriculture sector. I know IT and healthcare is coming with every country at this point. I know those two things are going to be coming with every single country. So what I focused on now is what's the other thing that they're doing for these countries? Because healthcare, IT, India is the hub for the world. Pharmacy of the world.
Japan. Japan is one of the world's most technologically advanced countries, but even it relies on India for several critical industries. One of the most important sectors where Japan depends on India is pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
Japan imports a significant portion of its generic medicines from India, which helps keep healthcare costs manageable for its aging population.
Love that.
In addition, India is a key supplier of IT services to Japan.
There you go.
Japanese companies outsource software development, data analytics, and cybersecurity services to Indian firms. India's IT expertise is essential for Japan's digital transformation initiatives and global competitiveness. Moreover, Japan benefits from India's large consumer market.
I feel that.
As India's middle class continues to grow, Japanese companies see India as a key market for their products, ranging from automobiles to electronics. Without India's pharmaceutical, IT, and consumer markets, Japan's economy would face significant setbacks.
There you go.
9.
So that's the first one where they talked about the consumer market though. So that one's different. We know the pharmacy of the world, may as well call them the IT hub of the world. So we know those two, but consumer market, that one's new.
Bangladesh and India share deep historical and economic ties, with India playing a vital role in several key sectors of Bangladesh's economy.
Pharmaceuticals.
One of the most important areas where Bangladesh relies on India is energy. India supplies electricity to Bangladesh through cross-border power projects, helping the country meet its growing energy needs.
Nice.
In addition, Bangladesh's pharmaceutical industry relies on raw materials imported from India. These raw materials are essential for Bangladesh's production of generic medicines, which are a major export for the country.
Their own generic
Without
medicine.
Indian raw materials, Bangladesh's pharmaceutical industry would struggle to meet both domestic and international demand. Furthermore, Bangladesh benefits from India's trade routes and logistics networks. Many Bangladeshi businesses rely on India's ports and transportation infrastructure to export goods to other parts of the world. Without India, Bangladesh's energy, pharmaceutical, and trade sectors would be significantly impacted.
That's interesting. So this is a new one. We got energy sector, which is the first energy one we've had on this list. Then we got trade routes, which is the first of that one of that nature we have on the list. And it sounds like Bangladesh manufactures their own generic drugs. However, they need India's raw materials to do so.
10. Nepal. Nepal, a landlocked country nestled in the Himalayas, is heavily dependent on India for both trade and energy.
Okay.
India is Nepal's largest trading partner, providing essential goods such as food, fuel, and machinery. Without India's exports, Nepal would face severe shortages of critical resources. In addition, Nepal relies on India for energy. A significant portion of Nepal's electricity comes from India through cross-border transmission lines. This energy supply is crucial for Nepal's development, particularly as it seeks to expand its infrastructure and industrial sectors. If India were to cut off its energy supply, Nepal would face severe power shortages, impacting everything from basic utilities to large-scale industries. Another critical area is remittances. A large number of Nepalese workers find employment in India, particularly in construction, hospitality, and other service sectors. The money these workers send back home forms a substantial part of Nepal's economy. Without the opportunity to work in India, thousands of Nepalese families would lose a key source of income, and the Nepalese economy would take a severe hit. Moreover, Nepal depends on India for medical supplies and healthcare services. Indian hospitals often serve as key healthcare destinations for Nepalese citizens, particularly for specialized treatments that are not available in Nepal. Indian pharmaceutical companies also supply Nepal with essential medicines at affordable prices. If Nepal were to lose access to India's healthcare system and medicines, the country's healthcare infrastructure would struggle to meet the population's needs. Thus, without India's trade, energy, remittances, and healthcare support, Nepal's economy and social well-being would face tremendous challenges. As India continues to grow, its impact on the world economy will only become more pronounced. The countries mentioned here are just a few examples of how India has become an essential partner in the global landscape. Without India, the world as we know it would face significant disruptions, proving that India is not just a rising power but a critical pillar of stability for many nations.
Definitely are. I'm definitely starting to see that. Shout out India. I did not know these would be the 10 countries on the list. I would not have guessed. But India is an absolutely phenomenal country. Thank you for the generic drugs you guys do at affordable prices, because Lord knows America doesn't. That's all we got. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. Check out the next one. I'll see you guys next time.